Hello, everybody. It is day 18. Yesterday, I said 16 again for the second time. So apologies. It was actually 17. And today is day 18 of 365. I made sure. Um, I have a few updates today. Today, I canceled my card membership. I had talked about yesterday how I was considering it. Um, because the energy had felt off for a while and I had with that energy feeling off, I had already manifested one client leaving and then had the second of the monthly pay clients cancel the day after I had the thought that maybe I should cancel the membership. And it was just such strong confirmation from the universe that yes, I was on the right track, right? So I kept on thinking about it. I was stewing on it. The rest of my card membership ladies had paid in full for the year, and we're about 6 months in. So the fact that it felt so out of alignment, I didn't want to show up in this energy of like, I don't want to be here. That wasn't going to get me good results. That wasn't going to help me tap into my client's energy, et cetera, et cetera. So um, after spending some time getting into alignment around that, making sure that that was the correct path for me, checking in with my guides, all of that, I did decide to cancel the card membership and I offered credits to everybody who was remaining for the difference for the rest of the year. Um, and I got such a mix of responses. So it was already a really hard decision for me. It felt like I was a failure to be letting go of something that I created, right? That just wasn't quite right. And it was draining my energy so much, like so much, way more than was even reasonable um, based on what I was doing. But it was so out of alignment, right? That it just was an energy drain for me. So some of the clients that I told said good for you and happily took a credit. And one got really upset and turned quite mean, actually. And it was really an exercise in self trust to stick to my convictions in the rightness of what I was doing and in how I was doing it. I took the time to be really careful and consider about this. So I was sure that what I was doing was right. And it still took quite a bit of resolve to stick to my convictions in it with this person's response. Um, it was also a really stretchy experience for me to let go of clients and trust that new and more aligned ones will come in. Or these particular ones might move into my more aligned offers, right? So that I could continue working with them, but in a more aligned way. Um, but since I'm suspending disbelief and trusting that my success is inevitable and I'm always exactly where I need to be, I leaned into the trust and the stretch. Um, and I have been receiving messages all day about the rightness of that move. Like I know that I did the right thing. Um, I also won a giveaway package with my business coach without trying. I actually had specifically said that I wouldn't try to enter this giveaway because I have won multiple ones with her before. I was like, I have enough going on. I don't need to um, get into this one. I don't have time to be like showing up to try to win. I specifically decided not to. And just by being me, engaging how I usually do on social media, I ended up winning. Um, and so that was quite incredible also. As she put it, because I questioned her. I was like, did you rig it? How did I win again? I didn't even try. And she was like, universe got your back, right? And literally that is such a good point and such a good mantra to remember that the universe has got our back, that what is for us won't pass us, that what is in our best interest is always headed towards us, right? And all of that being said, the other thing that came up for me was that um, I'm realizing like I need to remember that what's physically in my bank account at this time is not what I need to focus on. And what I need to focus on is what's coming in. The reminder came when um, I had promised my mom $800 by today, um, which I had borrowed from her to cover expenses around rent and utilities and everything. And the agreement was that I would pay it back today. And I had $749 by the end of the day. I asked her, like, can I just make it 700, keep the 49? Like, we needed some groceries. I needed some gas, etc. And of course, she said yes to that. I sent her the 700. I ordered $48 worth of groceries and decided, like, we'll keep walking everywhere until I can get gas. It's nicer weather now. I wanted to put that money towards groceries. We needed groceries, and $48 does not go far with groceries, right? So, um, anyways, pardon me. Um, with that happening, I was frustrated. Um, and I know that it's understandable that I was frustrated. I was frustrated that I had less than I had promised. I was frustrated that I hadn't been able to make up that difference. You know, whatever, all of those, like the regular thoughts that would come in, they're very normal. But they're not what comes to me when I'm suspending disbelief. And so I had this shift. And I stated the fact of what had happened, and then I ended up going on a gratitude rampage. If you've never heard a gratitude rampage, I encourage you to like go on YouTube, look up Abraham Hicks gratitude rampage and just listen to them. They're so powerful. Um, and I didn't actually plan to do this. It just kind of came out of me. So it was me choosing to shift by, like, I stated what had happened in one sentence, and then my next sentence was like my normal, which is how I shift out of these kinds of feelings, is to go, I'm really grateful though for this and this. But instead of it just being a couple of things, I really just went into this rampage. And I encourage you, if you are feeling frustrated by the lack of visible results yet in your 3D life, right? Do something similar to this. Gratitude always calls in more of what we want, and makes us feel better about where we are, anyways. So, whether things are coming in, physical manifestations are coming in your 3D life yet, you will feel better. And who doesn't want to feel better, right? So, but on top of that, when we feel better, our vibration is better. We tend to be calling in what we actually desire. So, I'm just going to actually read out my rampage, um, to show what that can look like. Okay, so I wrote it out as I was doing it, but it was absolutely like as I went along, raising my vibration. I was feeling better, um, and more optimistic, and all of that. Okay, so I said I had 749 with child support, owed my mom 800 by today. Sent her 700, ordered $48 worth of groceries, and we will keep on walking everywhere until I can get gas. Super grateful for the naturally imperfect bags of fruit and veg at the store that I like. Big bags for cheap, and it's just because they aren't perfect, not because they're bad. Like they're warped shapes and stuff. Managed cheese, fruit, and veg, and even some sandwich meat to tide us over. I have tons of what I need to keep making bread and milk. I have dry food, rice, etc., and I have whole chickens that are horrendous to cook and to get the meat off the bones, but I have food. I can make waffles and cookies and PB&J and so many things, and I'm so blessed, and I can't wait to buy avocados and grapes. And so thankful for the nice weather so that we can walk. And so thankful that my mom is so patient with me catching up. I still owe her like $3,000 and she's not wealthy, and my brothers owe her too. So I'm really grateful for all of the aligned clients at aligned prices that will be coming in now that everything unaligned is falling away. I'm so grateful for the package I won, and I'm so grateful for the rocket fuel it will add to my launch. I'm so grateful that my kids like to eat weird combinations of the groceries I have, like just having a whole meal of boxed mashed potatoes is what my kid is craving right now. I'm so grateful for electricity and the fans keeping us cool in this heat. I'm so grateful for cold water, and I really look forward to a pizza. I'm excited to pay things off and have extra. I'm grateful for all the traveling I'll get to do when my account is overflowing. I'm so grateful for the people who smile at me and for the grass under my feet. I'm grateful for windows that open and the breeze moving the hot air around. I'm so grateful for music and bird songs. I'm grateful I hadn't gotten rid of my stroller yet so I can support Casey without breaking my back when she's tired of riding her bike. I'm so grateful for dandelions. They really make me so happy and excited every time I see them. I'm grateful for the space I have in my house to rent out storage to my uncle and supplement my income. I'm grateful that I have all the supplies for laundry and showers and tea and coffee. I'm so grateful I already have summer clothes for everyone and that I was able to find a solution where Hades doesn't chew up our shoes. I'm so grateful for the goofy cow noises that Hades makes and his super loving snuggles every night at bedtime. I'm so grateful to have such incredible women in my corner, online and in person. And I'm so grateful for my bestie and my daughter's father for reaching out when they're having a hard time. I'm super grateful for everything my ancestors and parents went through to get me here. I'm so grateful to myself for always showing up, never giving up, always believing and being fierce AF. I'm so grateful that I have such incredible, adaptable, and loving children. I'm so grateful for books and learning and the opportunities for growth. I'm so grateful I won 500 to put on what I owe my coach. I'm so grateful for how inspiring colors are and how freely I get to express myself because of women and men who went before me to earn me the freedom to speak. I'm so grateful that I live in a free country with everything accessible at my fingertips. I am so grateful that I have a membership for grocery delivery so that I don't have to get gas in my car to get food. I am so grateful that there are stores with fresh, locally grown food in this beautiful country that I live in. I am so grateful for farmers and those who grow food and till the land. I'm so grateful for industry, which has provided so much ease and accessibility in our modern world. I'm grateful for so much excess that I consistently need to donate to others to maintain simplicity. I'm grateful for the companies who facilitate those donations being distributed to those in need. I'm so blessed and live the most richly abundant life, and I could not be more grateful and happy. And then I said, apparently, I needed to rampage, and I'm so grateful to have a spot to rampage. So give that a try. And it doesn't have to be the same things I was grateful for. It's whatever you come up with. You just go on a rampage of listing out things that you're grateful for, and you will feel so much better. And very last, just a reminder that Kelly and I are operating a Suspending Disbelief membership pod, and the price is going up. So hop in, and I'll link that in the show notes so that you can access that easily. Hop in right away before it goes up if you want to get in on the $500 price instead of the upgraded price, because we are actually going to be adding in more inclusions. So that is what I have for day 18, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.